Hi guys, hope you guys are doing well. All right, let's jump into these questions over here. Let's jump straight into question number one. All right, question number one. What is the value of 3x minus 2 equals to 13? The first thing we're going to do here is we're going to add 2 onto both sides. That leaves me with 3x equals to 15. Then we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. And so x is equal to 5 for this one. All right, let's go to the next now. The next question says solve the expression 4x squared plus 2x. Simplify the expression 4x squared plus 2x minus 6x squared minus 3x. Here we have together like terms. So these two over here are like terms. So that's 4x squared plus 2x minus 6x squared minus 3x. And those two are known as like terms. And so 4x squared plus 6x squared comes to 10x squared. 2x minus 3x is negative x. And then we're done. It's like a number line. You're at 2 and you're minusing 3. So you end up at negative 1, which is negative 1x. Okay. Go to question number 3 now. Question number 3. Solve the following equation. What we're going to do is we want to add 5 onto both sides. Nope, we want to do the opposite. Subtract 5 on both sides. That leaves me with 2y equals to 12. Then I divide both sides by 2, and so y will equal 6. Okay. Moving on. For the next one, I have what is the slope of the line passing through those 2 points? Okay, so we want to calculate the slope of the line passing through any points. Whenever you calculate a slope, we use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's what a slope is equal to. Another word for a slope is a gradient. Okay, or m value, because it's in y equals mx plus c. I'm going to make this x1, y1, and I'm going to make this one x2, y2. And so from here, I'm going to have 3 minus 5 over 2 minus 4. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is positive 1. All right, I could have went the other way. Make this y2 and make that y1. And 5 minus 3 would become positive 2, and 4 minus 2 would become positive 2 as well. And I would end up with 1, by the way. Okay, next one. Factor the expression. We have to factorize this expression. So if I want to factorize this expression, let's go ahead and write it on this side over here. So we've got x squared minus 4x plus 3. This becomes x times x, which gets me my first term, x squared. 3 is the same as 3 times 1, and minus 3 minus 1 is minus 4. So we put 3 here, put 1 here, put minus here, put minus here, and we're done. We've now factorized the expression. If we multiply it out, x times x is x squared, x times negative x is negative x, negative 1 is negative x, and negative 3 will become negative 4, and then the last two terms will get me positive 3, so it looks correct. So my final answer is that. Okay, let's go to the next one. We want to solve the inequality. Okay, so we want to solve this inequality over here. This inequality, question 6, we've got pretty much like an equation. We do exactly the same thing, but it's just that when you divide by a negative, you take the inequality and you move it over. you change it into the opposite direction. So if I'm minus 5 on both sides, I haven't divided by negative yet. I'm only minusing it. So I've got 2x is greater than 4. And now with 2x greater than 4, I can divide both sides by 2. And so x will be greater than 2. Still don't have to move the sign into its opposite. So it stays the same, and the answer is x is greater than equal to 2. Okay, moving on. Next one. What is the midpoint of the line segment of these endpoints over here? So for this one, the midpoint of the line segment is given by taking x1 plus x2, dividing it by 2, taking y1 plus y2, dividing it by 2. And so if I've got 2.34 and 98, this will become 3 plus 9 divided by 2, 4 plus 8 divided by 2. 3 plus 9 is going to get me 12 divided by 2, which is 6. 4 plus 8 is 12 divided by 2, which is 6. So 6 and 6 would be the midpoint of the line. How do we get this? We label this one x1, this is y1, and so that goes in here, x1 and y1. We then label the next one x2 and y2, and we then add x2 in there and y2 in there, just like the formula requires us to do, adding and dividing it by 2. So we find the halfway point of the sum of the x values and the halfway point of the sum of the y values. Okay. Next one asks me to simplify the expression 2x plus 3, x minus 4. So here we go. I've got 2x plus 3, x minus 4. That's question 8 here, right? The first thing I'm going to do is multiply those two, first two terms. That'll be 2x squared. Then I'm going to multiply the outer two terms. That's going to be negative 8x. Then I'm going to multiply the inner two terms. It's going to get me 3x. And then the last two terms, 3 times negative 4 is negative 12. So from here, I got 2x squared minus 8x plus 3x is minus 5x. And then minus 12. And I'm done. Okay. Right. Let's move on. Solve the system of equations. I got y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals to negative x plus 7. For this, all I need to do is remove the y's and take the right-hand side of each equation, make them equal to each other. So 2x plus 1 equals negative x plus 7. The first thing I'm going to do is subtract the 1 from both sides. And this is going to become 6, right? Then the next thing I can do is add x so that it cancels out on this side, but do the same thing on the left-hand side, and that becomes 3x. Now I've got the equation 3x equals 6. I divide both sides by 3, and I get x equals to 2. So equating it helps me to solve it. But it says solve the system of equations. I've only found the x value. I still need to find the y value. So I can put 2 in here, or I can put 2 in here. Negative 2 plus 7 would get me y equals to 5. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So that's going to be my x, and that's going to be my y. And that's actually a coordinate. It's a coordinate of the intersection of two lines. The one line being this one, 2x plus 1, and the other one being that one, negative x plus 7. All right, question number 9 done. Let's have a look at question number 10 now. Question number 10 looks like this. The area of a triangle with base 6 centimeters and height of 8 centimeters, we're going to take base height divided by 2. So we take 6 times 8 divided by 2, which is 48 divided by 2, which is 24 centimeters squared. All right, find the area of the triangle with base 6 centimeters, height 8 centimeters. There you go, 24 centimeters squared. All right, and there we've solved each and every one of those questions given there. Okay.